OM Jesus, boys, girls, and the in-betweeners, we are back with Metal Gear Rising Part 10. As always, I am joined by the lovely and confirmed non-furry, Nairman. How are you doing?
I'm doing alright, how about you?
I'm doing just fine, and we're off to go and fight Super Southern Man as promised, because I'm a man of my word.
Hooray! So why is he leading us through this corridor again?
It's outside, I don't know. This is a little peculiarity here. Just over here, there are two robots fighting as one, and I don't know why. They just exist over there. So like they're doing a little boxing dance.
That's a strange thing to put in.
I know, it's like, just a weird little Easter egg. I don't know what it's there for. If anyone could tell us, that'd be great.
I'm sure it's some developer joke that only they get.
Possibly. And I'm messing around with the menus here, just trying to get my health all sorted out before the fight. So here's the thing, we fight Monsoon in the rain, which makes sense. This is Sundowner, so it stopped making sense.
How's this, Jack? We can play up here without damaging the merchandise. What happens in 3 hours? Don't matter.
9/11 times a million.
Late. Even at Mach 2, you wouldn't make it. And killing you is gonna take some time. Slow and painful.
Giggity.
Yeah, he always has to run into all the creeps, doesn't he?
He has all the creeps.
Like I said, kids are cool, Jack. And I'm very in touch.
So the deal with this fight is that all the plates on his back are explosive. So if you touch them, they'll blow up in your face and you take damage instead of him. So the idea is to cut off the plates or cut between the plates.
Huh, that's an oddly specific kind of setup.
Yeah, you can do this fight without cutting off his plates. It just takes way longer.
I imagine it would.
Here we go. Cut between the plates, Jack. So you just gotta, there we go, blow up in the face. You gotta meticulously cut between the plates, then cut each arm off, and you can only do 2 at a time.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely I'd say this is probably the weakest boss fight in the whole game, if you had to rate them all.
Well, he's purely defensive. At least his special power is.
I love it. If you just miss it there, he just screams out for no reason, "I'm fucking invincible!" There's a great picture someone did of just like a newspaper front with a picture of Sundowner on it going, "Local man is fucking invincible."
It's always local, man.
And I'm getting shot at by a helicopter because he's a dick.
Is there any way you can take care of the helicopters, or are they just part of the fight?
You know what? I've never really tried. They look like they're kind of floating too far away to really be hittable.
Probably, but I figured it might be interesting if you could.
Yeah. There might be a way. There's already been a couple of people in the comments who pointed out some strategies that I wasn't aware of for this game, which has been pretty good.
The good old commenters.
Yes. The people who are way bigger fanboys than I am. Which is not a bad thing. Just sometimes.
There's always someone better.
That's true. God, I know that. Trust me, I play Street Fighter. I know there are people better.
Yep.
I'll split you in two.
Big scissor sword. I didn't really get the purpose of giant scissor sword, but if that's what floats your boat.
Go watch Kill la Kill.
I have seen Kill la Kill, and it does not feature a scissor sword in that fashion.
Not quite the same way, but it did make scissor swords cool again.
That's true. I've actually been doing a thing where with Dre Idol that whenever he comes around to record some more Resident Evil 4, we'll always watch at least a couple of episodes of Kill la Kill because he has not seen us, and I insisted that he must.
Huh. Nice. How far is he in?
We're about 10 episodes in, I think, so not too bad.
So about the halfway point.
Yeah, kind of. And I'm getting beaten with a giant smokestack here. Or at least that's what I assume it is. Overcompensating much, Sham Denner? Aha, he must be dead.
If we didn't see him die, he's not dead.
Just like the general rule of anime. If you don't see them cut into pieces, they're not dead.
And even then, that's not a guarantee.
Yeah, this is a weird little homage to Devil May Cry 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know whether that's Platinum sort of thumbing the nose at the DMC3 developers or what, but it just seemed a little bit too close to the tower run sequence in that game.
Well, half of them are probably from the Devil May Cry 3 team.
Really? I thought Platinum was mostly the Team Little Devils, Devil May Cry 1 team.
Possibly, but it wouldn't surprise me if some of them were Devil May Cry 3 guys.
Yeah, true. See, now this is what we should have done instead of an elevator sequence in the first part.
Yeah, we just got up here so much faster.
Exactly. You know what? Instead of elevators, they should just have birds waiting in the lobby to take people up and down.
Robot birds. Yes.
Yes. Birds. Eat birds, shithead.
I bet it's satisfying to get to slice this guy into smithereens.
Yeah. I was gonna say, cut your enemy until the frame rate dies. Which it does frequently on the Xbox version.
Yeah, that tends to be a problem on anything, really.
Yeah, I don't think it's too much of a problem here, but I do have the settings turned down a little bit.
What happens in 3 hours? He'll launch Operation
Takum thingy.
Strong. I've already said too much. I have a call to make.
Dude, your whole body's gone.
it's like the worst sort of like death acting that anyone could do. Like, I'm dying. You got me so good. It's like that scene from Saw where the guy, the first movie where the guy tries to fake his death.
Yeah.
Oh no, I took the poison cigarette.
Right. Yeah, I have heard. I know.
More codex we're skipping.
He's on his way to.
Yes. Otherwise, this would take forever.
Then we have.
Hold up, it's not
Courtney.
I really hope in the next sequel thing to this, whatever, that they find a way to make that more integrated into the game, that you can listen to people while you're running around doing things if you want to.
Well, that was an end of chapter 1, so there's not much you can really do with that one, but generally, yeah, that's
true.
a good rule of thumb.
So, how long does it take for Dr. to fly out here? Because we only have like 3 hours.
3 hours until what, though? Dun dun dun.
Yeah. I told you, 9/11 times a million.
Launch once required days of preparation.
Solus has been conducting test flights almost every day for the last.
This is a really long cutscene too, for the record. So get comfy.
Today's flight, no problem.
Amazing.
Joy, I'll just grab a book then.
Mankind cannot stay in
Yeah.
cradle forever.
I don't know. Like,
I'm only going.
what are your thoughts on cutscenes? I know that, like, you know, a lot of people these days aren't really big on cutscenes. How do you feel about them?
And here I was hoping you might bring me back.
I'm fine with them as long as they're A, not too terribly long, and
Two bogies closing
B, they at least look moderately similar to the game. I don't like it when they put, you know, something that looks significantly better in the cutscenes versus what we get in actual gameplay, because then that just pisses me right off.
Yeah.
This is
Which is what the game does a little bit here.
Defensive options are limited.
A little bit I can deal with, but you get like lots of cutscene powers, and it's like, crap.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know that like cutscenes used to be like your reward for like doing well in the game. Like you'd beat a boss and you get to sit down and watch a really cool cutscene afterwards. But obviously that's not the case nowadays anymore.
Yes, but not strong enough to take out the drone.
I'm almost surprised this part's not playable in some fashion.
Here they come.
Yeah, I mean, again, it might have been one of those things that they kind of wanted to do, but maybe they ran out of time and decided to do it as a cutscene instead.
Have a nice flight.
Because you definitely get to do a lot of this kind of thing in Bayonetta 2, from what I've seen.
Yeah, in Bayonetta 2 you can literally become an R-Wing if you're wearing the Starbucks costume.
Yeah, and there's a whole fight. You know, the whole first level is a fight on top of a jet and things like that, so...
There it is.
Technology! Stab something with your sword and gain control of it.
How does that even work?
You answer that question yourself. The answer is nanomachines.
Fine.
That's all you need to know. Also, this game has like a weird fascination with things narrowly missing Raiden. That's like the third time something has scraped off his body at some point during a cutscene.
It's cool, I guess.
It is. It's just I just thought it was like weird by this point. There's only like 2 earlier sequences where something grazed off his chin, and that just grazed off his back. So I don't know. It could be some weird Japanese thing.
Okay, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Sent down, you know.
It's just, yeah, it could be. You're right. Yeah, pretty weird.
Well, they are, and I can't help but just watch the over-the-topness on the cutscenes.
Look, more close scraping things.
Did it again.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me. I just think it's kind of a weird sort of fixation.
To do a lot of, yeah.
Hey, Raiden, you got a fat ass. Rocket launchers.
I am sorry, my friend. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Yeah, he's not dead, otherwise the game would be over.
Just get this big fission mailed screen.
Yeah.
That was quite the fall, Raiden. I'm glad to see that you are all right. It's time you got
And
out
so I've
of-
changed costumes again. This time we're wearing the Desperado skin for Raiden.
Hooray.
I actually like the skin the best. I think it looks the coolest, personally.
And so we literally just fall out of the sky and start fighting guys. Great.
No, I fell out of the sky and started dancing, if you can see.
Break dancing.
Ah. And once again, I fuck up retrieving an arm, because I cut through one guy to kill the guy with the arm behind him.
Oh well. It's probably more time consuming than it's worth to actually, you know, set up the name.
By this point, you're just demoralized, aren't you? You're just like, oh, well, yeah, that's kind of what you do.
Well, you probably got more than I would if I were playing the game, so...
Yeah, I was looking through the spare weapons here. I thought I was going to try and switch to one of the other boss weapons, but I forgot you actually have to buy them after you've unlocked them, which is a little bit of a pain.
I hate it when games do that.
Yeah. I mean, the other two aren't really as useful in my opinion, and again, someone in the comments can correct me on this if they want to, but you can get Monsoon Size, and Monsoon Size really just, all they do is like work to, but you can throw one out and pull yourself towards the enemy by using them. So, which isn't bad, but it's kind of like a bit, like that's the main function of them, I guess, and yeah, Super Superman's giant swords are just really slow.
So it's basically the Devil Bringer from Devil May Cry 4.
Pretty much.
And like the one thing that made Nero's gameplay interesting.
Yeah. I mean, which is an interesting point, because I mean, if we're going to talk about that game, I think that Nero was, considering that Nero had no styles to switch between, he was actually a really well-balanced character. I thought he worked very well.
Yeah, generally, it's just that once you kind of know what to do with him, you're kind of just stuck doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah. He had that whole, like, rev your sword mechanic sort of thing going on, which didn't really get used very much, at least when I was playing it.
Not when I was playing it, but you can use it very effectively on, like, super high-level stuff that I've seen.
And I think it's, like, the third arm I managed to collect. Hooray! Yeah, there's definitely uses for it. There was a move that you could use that if you tap the charge button, as soon, like when you hit someone, it would like if you tapped it perfectly, it would charge me into full right away. But it's extremely difficult to time.
Yeah, I'm not good at the timing in these things.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people who are fantastic at it, but I was not one of them.
Yep, neither am I.
There's also a weird little homage to the tech demo for Rising here. You can see there's some watermelons on the wall in the background, if you have a look.
Yeah, I saw them. You can also chop down the trees.
You can chop down everything, but they just put those watermelons just sitting on the wall over there are a little bit out of place.
True.
Let me out, let me out, let me out!
Right, hurry. It may be an RLV, but it still needs time to accelerate and decelerate from first cosmic velocity. It could require more than 30 minutes to get to Pakistan.
But I didn't. I am talking in technobabble here to make my words sound more credible.
Technobabble is just, there's always an excuse to get the hero to do whatever he needs to do.
Yeah, it's such a big part of like Metal Gear though that they'll just throw out these really fancy terms, which yeah, you have no idea what they're talking about, but it sounds really cool when they do it.
Yeah, but this game's kind of ridiculous with it, considering it's supposed to be like kind of really futuristic stuff.
Yep. Yep. Almost forgot. Your priorities here, son. Gotta get them posters.
There's always time for those.
There's always time for cheesecake, damn it. Ryan's addicted to trees.
Ryan's addicted to like everything in this game.
This is true. Well, those robots kind of look like dicks with legs if you really want to get sort of frightened about it.
Yeah, everything looks like a dick if you're being Freudian about it.
And I've ruined this game for everyone now. You're welcome.
Yeah, that happened long ago when you didn't get all the arms right.
That's true. The game stopped being perfect right then and there. Oh, I thought this was gonna be like a good playthrough, man. This is bullshit. I'm supposed to get all the arms.
Taking a route with relatively light security.
You're also supposed to, like, never get hit.
On radar.
Yeah, he's supposed to parry everything.
So is this level part of your 2 a.m. session?
Yes, it is, and before you ask, no, it is not a stealth section that I fucked up.
Okay, good.
That said, I could have killed the guy on the balcony without alerting him, but shut up.
So it could have been a stealth section.
It could have been. You know what? Maybe this was a stealth section that I've never just been able to get through without triggering everyone.
The comments will let us know.
That's right. Common powers activate.
So is there anything particularly special about these guys you're beating up?
They're filled with meat and blood.
Goody. Likely also filled with nanomachines.
Also true. They're probably packed to the brim. As we make our great escape from the city of, wherever, Denver? I don't know.
I will join you in Pakistan.
I think they said it was Denver,
I will
yeah.
find a way to exit
Yeah.
the helicopter. Proceed out of the city. I will contact you when I am
As always, my geography is terrible, so I have no idea where that is. I'm just assuming it's somewhere in America.
Denver is in Colorado, so it's in the Rockies.
I still don't know where that is. It's somewhere over there. I will just gesture to a globe and point.
It's kind of on the west coast, but not really.
Yeah. Nice place?
Never been.
Yeah. You're my eyes and ears man in America. I expect you to know these things.
Dude, America's huge.
Fucking Australia is tiny compared to America. What the hell is wrong with you?
No, you all just live in one part of the country. Here we have all of the country.
That's actually kind of true. We all live on the coast. There is nothing in the middle of Australia.
Ugh. So you're just beating up the ATV just because?
Yeah, pretty much. I just wanted to see if it was killable.
Everything's killable.
It was highly killable.
Of course it was.
You have escaped the pursuit.
Seems like it.
You have passed the last of the barricades. Save
I would love if he was walking down the road here, talking to Boris, and a car just runs him the fuck over because he wasn't paying attention.
But there's no one around.
Well, that's just you're ruining my fun here, man.
That should do nicely.
Of course he chooses a
And-
motorcycle.
Of course, and you'll find out in the if you play the DLC that this is actually Sam's motorcycle that he stole.
Eh. Well, at least now we have a way to get to where we need to go.
That is true. And that's going to just about do it for this part of Metal Gear Rising, so thank you everyone for watching. In the next fight, we're going to have a kick-ass fight with Sam.